There it is. Will virtual campaigning work for Tamizhaga Vetri Kazhagam? That is the question that we are asking. You know, actor turned politician Vijay is all set to intensify his election campaign in Tiruppur. This evening, canvassing support for candidates of his party Tamizhaga Vetri Kazhagam across 8 key assembly constituencies. According to party sources, Vijay shall campaign in Tiruppur North, Tiruppur South, Avinashi, Aladam, Kangayam, Dharmapuram, Udumalpet and Madhukullam constituencies as part of a high-energy outreach program which is aimed at consolidating support ahead of the assembly elections. In Tiruppur, 10 people including 9 women apparently fainted while waiting to see TVK leader Vijay's campaign speech and at a 4-way intersection. Vijay, of course, was scheduled to arrive in Coimbatore, and from there he was to travel by road to Avinashi, where the main leg of his campaign began. At 3 a.m., he will kick off a roadshow from the Attayam division, standing atop a specially arranged campaign vehicle. The roadshow is supposed to pass through key areas including the old bus stand and new bus stand zones in Avinashi, where Vijay is expected to address the public and appeal for votes in support of his candidates. Following this, the campaign convoy shall then proceed along the national highway, where he will continue his outreach activities. The final stretch of the roadshow will extend further, covering densely populated pockets and commercial areas throughout the route. Vijay will interact with supporters, party workers and the general public, seeking to energize the party's grassroots base in the region. Authorities have granted conditional permission for the campaign between 2 p.m. and 5 p.m. with very strict guidelines in place to ensure public safety and order. In view of the large crowds expected, extensive police security arrangements have been deployed across Avinashi, Perumaliyur and Puluvapatti and surrounding areas. Senior police officials are also closely monitoring the situation to prevent any kind of a mishap. Meanwhile, in a sudden development, TVK of course announced the cancellation of their leader's scheduled campaign program in Dharmapuri later in the day, despite prior approval from the EC. This move apparently left many volunteers very surprised and also shocked. Apparently, there was no official explanation for it. In the midst of all this, the one thing which has surprised many is that even as the main attraction towards Vijay, you look at those crowds there, ladies and gentlemen. Look at how people wait. Look at how people run after his convoys. Now, the main attraction is his cinematic magic, the way he looks, the way he speaks, the way he turns towards his audiences, etc. Then why is it that he has limited his appearances during campaigning? For instance, the TVK candidate contesting from Kumbakonam assembly seat, Vinod Ravi, who is 32 years old, turned to the next best option which was available to him to compensate his leader's absence, a life-size 3D hologram of the leader. Take a look.
ஒவ்வொரு ஓட்டு அணுகுண்டா மாறும் பாருங்க. ஒட்டுமொத்த மக்களும் தங்களோட ஒத்த விரல்ல தமிழ்நாட்டில் இருக்கிற 234 தொகுதியிலையும் டிவிகே சின்னத்துக்காக அவங்க அழுத்த போற ஒவ்வொரு பட்டன்ல இருந்து விடுற ஒவ்வொரு ஓட்டு அணுகுண்டா மாறும் பாருங்க. ஒட்டுமொத்த மக்களும் தங்களோட ஒத்த
Apparently, with Vinod is out of the campaign, he is accompanied by 3D Vijay, who delivers an elaborate address detailing the party's election manifesto and the need for opting for TVK in the upcoming polls. And listen, Vinod isn't the only one. He's not the first actually. TVK's yet another candidate, Navalpattu S. Vijay, who has been campaigning with a life-size cutout for Vijay for almost a week. Let's raise some questions. We have some questions. This is the election season and we are joined by Felix Gerald, national spokesperson for the TVK, to answer some questions. Felix, thanks you so much. And இனிய புத்தாண்டு வாழ்த்துக்கள் ஃபெலிக்ஸ்.
ரொம்ப நன்றி. உங்களுக்கும் இனிய புத்தாண்டு நல்வாழ்த்துக்கள்.
மிக்க நன்றி. Felix, I want to ask you first as to, lot of things about the campaign. The campaign is now, really at a peak, as it were. And one of the things is that, apart from the official cancellations that Vijay, feels, and you have said that it is deliberate, we ask for a window, it is cut down to a 2-hour window, etc., etc. I want to ask you what happened in Dharmapuri, Felix. That's a very, very important constituency, as we all know. There is no official, you see, you may have reasons, after Karur, you've been very cautious. Let's give it to you, okay? I am not getting sub judice. I will not get into who did what and all. But subsequently, even the authorities have been cancelling and not giving you permission. But people are interested in knowing your cadre is into. I got a couple of calls. Why did he cancel Dharmapuri? What do I say? I'll ask Felix Gerald.
There is no question of delay or cancelling the campaign. 8th, he was campaigning in Tirunelveli. 10th, he was campaigning in Karaikudi. 12th, he was campaigning in Kanyakumari. And today, he is campaigning in Tiruppur. So, one day after another, he is traveling, hundreds of kilometers by road and by air, and he is campaigning. And one incident there was one cancelling of campaign because of the recent financial attack on our leader, the leak of Jananayagan. He had to meet so many people, address issues. So election is very important, but leaking of Jananayagan is very urgent. It has to be addressed immediately. So there was one delay, one cancellation because it was 1,500 crores turnover business, and it is being sabotaged. And you have to answer the producer, you have to answer the distributor. If Vijay had not been a politician, this movie would have gone very smoothly. Everyone would have made their profit. Just because our leader had plunged into politics, he was financially crippled. There was an attack. So he had to address on that particular day. That was only reason for cancelling one campaign. Rest you can see every one day after another, he is being traveling again. Today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow, we are releasing our election manifesto. He's continuously working hard, and this is again a narrative. You were mentioning about the hologram and things like that. See, it is a part and parcel of Tamil Nadu election. If you see in the last election or previous election, on any election, people will have lookalikes. People with lookalike of Karnanidhi, people lookalike of MGR, people lookalike even this election.
Yeah, sure. But we Tamils are also very big on cutouts, Felix. I mean, there are books and books. No state has those cutouts. We are very famous for it. It is almost human being like. But in this case, it is his debut election, Felix Gerald, and people are gathering, the young, old, men, women, you talk about the third gender, everyone, they are coming to see a man whom they saw on celluloid. They want to touch and feel him. I am saying that aren't you diluting the campaign by having these holograms? Then let us say that, if he is doing virtual campaigning only, then why is he even going to, if he goes to Salem, Kanchipuram will be very, very disturbed. If he goes to Kanchipuram, Madurai will be very, very disturbed. So, I am asking you that how does he decide that where will he have a hologram? Kumbakonam in Tanjore, I mean, it's a very important constituency, right?
Yeah, he went to Tanjavur. He went to, he had a big conference even before the announcement. I mean, date announcement of election. See, the thing is, this is very usual. TVK is using the signs earlier, even today. So, Sholinganallur candidate near Chennai, and not even 20 kilometers from the headquarters of DMK, he was having a lookalike of MGR. I mean, MK Stalin, Karnanidhi, and Annadurai. This is fun. This is a part of, it's all to pull crowd. That is another strategy that every political party use. And then
opposition is saying that if the man cannot even go during his debut election to all the constituencies, look at Edappadi. I mean, they are all not the age, but much older than Vijay. Look at Muka Stalin. I mean, not talking about Udinidhi. Muka Stalin and Edappadi Palaniswamy. These people are much older. They say we can go in this sweltering heat. Tamil Nadu is sweltering. They say, why can't this man go? Isn't that a criticism that you will accept?
Yesterday he went to the end of our country, Kanyakumari. And today he has gone to another place, Tiruppur. So see, these are all the distance that nobody others cannot cover.
Yeah, right.
And from Kanyakumari to Tiruppur, from morning around 11 o'clock to even now, he is on the road. And he will be doing it. See, earlier we had a problem in Chennai. We were not allowed to campaign in Chennai. Now the Chennai commissioner was transferred. And we expect the police in Chennai will allow us to campaign. The day things were sorted out, he is on the road. He is meeting thousands and lakhs and crores of people. If you see the Thuthukudi, Tirunelveli,
Yeah.
there were ocean of people.
Yeah.
And if you see Kanyakumari, there
That's
were
what I asked you the question. These visuals on the
these
screen.
narratives.
The visuals on the screen are of his rally. I mean, not the one of Stalin, please. But look at that. Look at that is TVK's rally, ladies and gentlemen. Crowds and crowds on both sides of the road. That is the kind of crowd that Vijay attracts, and that's why, Felix, these are live shots that we are getting. That's why I'm asking you, Felix Gerald, that what is the need? Let him cover the length and breadth of Tamil Nadu, and every Tamil feel that here is a man who we own. But like you say, it's a thing that you have decided. Let's see that if it yields results. Thank you, Felix Gerald, for joining us on this broadcast. Thank you indeed.